What's going on, y'all? We're getting started a little bit earlier. Let's send this link out. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Give me 1 second, y'all. It's Thursday, right? It's Thursday, right? No, it's Wednesday. It's about to be Thursday. My bad, y'all. I'm in like 2 different time zones right now. My computer's in one different time zone, and then my phone's in a whole different time zone. But yeah, it's Thursday. London session about to start in the next 15-minute candlestick. Let me go ahead and send this link out. All right, bam. So didn't take any trades last night with the members. Usually we take trades during Tokyo session. There were a few setups. I'm not gonna lie, there were a few setups. I just didn't personally jump into them. I wanted to watch and see what was going on. I was expecting some retracements. GA, we were going for some nice buys, but after the news event yesterday, price dumped, and the price continued to dump during Tokyo session. As we can see, I had this sell idea set up. I was looking to enter this during London session, but as you can see, price has just been dumping all night. So we're just going to see if there's some other setups we could jump into going into London session. So we're not going to trip too much about that. Had a great day yesterday. It's been a great week, honestly. We had a great day yesterday. Me and the members are in this gold buy. I don't know if anyone else is still holding, but I am. We entered this not yesterday, but we entered this on Tuesday. I call this trade out Tuesday. It ranged all day, really Tuesday. And then, of course, during the news event, which me and the members went live on yesterday, we saw price literally explode to the upside and hit and surpass all our TPs. So currently we're at a nice 1 to 3, almost 1 to 4 risk to reward. So that means let's just round it to 1 to 4. So it says 3.6. So if I was risking $50, I'd be up $200. If I was risking $100, I'd be up $400. If I was risking $1,000, I'd be currently up almost $1,000. Because again, it's not a complete 1 to 4, but it's almost, so it would be close to those numbers. All right, but we just hit the next level, so we're going to see whether price decides to retrace or if it's going to continue to try to push to the upside. We do got a couple of news events today. We're going to go over those in a second as well. And then we're going to go over how we did this week. Those just joined the stream, go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal Room, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Last week we went 6-1, starting the month in the new quarter, 5,275 pips up. Then last month we ended at 55-4, catching a total of 151,295 pips. Ended the month with a 93% win rate, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna just clean these charts a little bit. See what's going on here. I see y'all jumping in. What's going on, y'all? I see y'all. All right, so let's go look at these currency pairs. But first, let's look at NAS, because we left NAS alone like we went over during the live stream. It did end up retracing, and we could have got a nice buy off, but it is what it is. We're going to wait for a retracement and look for another possible buy setup. I do got to add some more levels, so I'll probably do that after the live. But we're going to be looking for buys like we went over yesterday. We're going to be looking for buys. Price failed to make new lower lows. So if we zoom out and we're on the daily time frame currently, we see price is still nice and bullish. So if we're in an uptrend, we're going to look for buys. It's silly to look for sells when price is bullish. That's the whole point of identifying the trend. So you know what direction price is going, so you know what positions to look for or what type of entries to look for. But we're about to just do a rundown of these pairs to see what we're going to be looking to enter going into London session. So EJ, it did a retracement like I was talking about yesterday. Did a drop, then it retraced a little bit last night. I kind of want to see it go up a little bit more before I go for sales, but if price decides to break back below this level around 154.20 and 154.15, and my confirmations are met, I'm not against entering a sell there. But we are looking for a sell. So if price does decide to retrace today, we're just going to let it do its thing and then look for a sell at the next possible position. But we're just chilling right now. Yeah, so there were a few setups we could have jumped into. The reason why I wanted to leave the New Zealand pairs alone is because we were going for buys literally all this week and I believe a little bit last week. So I did see retracement happening, but again, I just wanted to see how it would react to the levels below it to see if it was going to treat as support, where we could look for a possible buy. But as we see, price just dropped and broke through those levels. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait either for a retracement or, well, we're going to wait for retracement regardless, but we're going to wait for retracement either to, if I can click it, either to this level or this level, and then we're going to look for sells. We're not going to look for buys unless price breaks back above this daily level here around 77.60, where we went for buys the past 2 days. All right, let me catch you to these comments. I see y'all in here. What's going on, C-Hub? I see you. What's going on, Orion? Shawn, I see you in here. Monty, I see you. Yeah, so those just joined the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal room, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Hit that first link. You'll be able to see that and check that out for yourself. So yeah, GA and EA basically did the same move. So it's doing a retest. So if price was to treat this as a resistance, we could possibly look for a sell here. But let's go in the daily time frame really quick. See what we got going on here. Yeah, so we look at the daily. It did do this huge push to the upside for literally like a few weeks. Then it hit this resistance level that we see the past 2 times it hit. We see the reaction. Then we see price re-attempted to break this level, rejected. And then we saw earlier last week, it tried to hit and break this resistance level again, rejected and failed. So we're right at this resistance level here. So we can hold underneath these 2 levels. We could see some sell positions. We do have a strong support level here though, and a level of traffic to the left, but we might be looking for sells. Again, we're not going to really look for buys on this or EN until price breaks above the support level and starts treating as support and potentially going to reattempt to try to break this resistance level above. But literally, as we see on the daily, it's failed 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and that's not even including days. That's just including moves to the upside, right? If we include days, is way more. Right now, y'all, we're just going through the pairs, looking for the game plan for London and New York. We're going to be looking for JPY sells. We're going to be looking for NAS, SPX, US30 buys. We're going to be looking for gold buys. As far as the New Zealand AED pairs, possible sells to be determined. But yeah, we're just chilling right now. We're not going to enter anything until the opening candle of London. So we're just chilling right now. Price did a little retracement. I wanted to see it do a little bit of a more retracement. But again, like I said, my rules are met and it shows it's trying to push to the downside. I'm just going to enter the trade because, again, I'm not over leveraging. I know what I'm risking. I'm risking the same amount each trade. And I win more trades than we lose. So there's no reason to be scared or hesitant to take a trade, especially if it's following your rules and your confirmations. So we're going to wait and see how price reacts here. All right, so while we're waiting, we can go ahead and pull up the Telegram. So if you click that first link, this is the first thing you want to see. You scroll up, then you're going to see how we did yesterday. Yesterday, we went 3-0. We took 3 trades. We took an EJ sell. TP7 got hit, caught 63 pips with members. Then me and the members took a gold buy. Remember, we entered this on Tuesday. It didn't do the full move until after the news event yesterday. All TPs got hit. We caught 230 points or 2,300 pips. And then we took an EN buy live yesterday. All TPs hit, caught 50 pips, catching a total of 2,416 pips. 2,363 of those pips strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. So we're 9-0 for the week so far, 3-0 yesterday. You click right here, it's going to take you to the beginning of the day. Each trade, you're going to see my personal entry. So you know if I call a signal, first thing I want you to do is read the disclaimer and then, of course, look at the entry to determine whether how far or near price is currently to my entry. All right, because if we're close to a TP, you would want to wait for a retracement, right? But each trade is going to show my personal entry, SL, TPs, the time the trade was posted, how many people viewed or entered the trade, reactions, TPs getting hit, and then you'll always see screenshots of what's going on with me and the members in the advanced play signal rooms. It might be screenshots of trades we're in, it might be student results, it might be screenshots of the signal itself in the advanced play signal room. So make sure to check that out. Now, as far as we did on Tuesday, speaking of student results, here's some student results right here. You can check these out yourselves. I'm not going to go too quick or be too long on these because, again, it's all in the Telegram. But as far as Tuesday, we went 3-0 Tuesday as well, caught 316 pips, 281. Those pips were strictly with the members in advanced play signal room. We took a GN buy, caught 190 pips, took a GJ sell, caught 91 pips, and then an EN buy. TP4 got hit, caught 35 pips. Same thing, you click right here is going to take you to the beginning of the day where you go see the free plays and the screenshots of what me and the members got going on. Here was that GJ sell we were just talking about. Here's that GN buy we was just talking about. Look at the position. Look where price is currently at. Huge push to the upside. Again, that was a 190 plus pip move right there. So still looking at GJ. If we look to the right, it is looking like it's trying to break this level. But we're going to wait for, of course, London session to open and see what's going to go on there. As far as news today, we had GBP news a couple hours ago. Actually, not a couple hours ago. About to be an hour ago. And then we got USD news later on today. We got CPI, PPI, and unemployment claims at 8:30. And then we have a New Zealand bank holiday today. So we're going to still look at the pairs, or the New Zealand pairs. But like I always say, we're most likely going to just leave them alone for the day. And then as far as tomorrow, we got news at 10 a.m. for the USD pairs. Then we have a Euro holiday. And that's pretty much it. So we got a new 5-minute just started. We got 4.5 minutes to the next 15, and London starts. So we're just going to be chilling right now. So we're going to be looking for possible JPY sales. And then let's see what these AUD pairs are up to. Yeah, so this thing is just tanking. Yeah, so I had these trade ideas marked off for London, but they decided to do what it did. So we're just going to wait either for retracement, or we're just going to wait for price to break the next level and then go from there. Let's see what EA is looking like as well. So these already started their moves. Nothing we can really do about that. So we're just going to either wait for a retracement, or we're just going to pay attention to GJ and EJ and the indices and then go from there. But again, we don't chase trades. We missed the entry. It is what it is. All right. Yeah, so it's literally starting to move right before the London opening candle. We saw this happen, I believe, on Monday or yesterday as well. So like I said, if you go to the free Telegram, you'll be able to see how we did around this time last year as well. And around this time last year, we had the same stuff happening. So it could be how the summer quarter or the third, what quarter are we in? Second quarter? We're quarter 2 going to quarter 3, right? Yeah, so I think that's just how this quarter is, because it was like this last year too. Now, last quarter wasn't terrible, but usually Mondays and Tuesdays are slower days. But this Monday was actually a pretty decent Monday. So we're going to see how next week looks as well. Okay, so let's just go back to GJ. I'm just going to put this one on my other screen just to see if it's going to retrace for us. We see it tap this level, which is why we have this level marked off here. You see it literally touched it. Now we got a wick, and now it's closing right back above this daily level, which is exactly why we have this marked off, waiting to see if price can break and hold underneath. So we got a couple minutes until London starts, and we're going to see if price can do that for us. Those just joined the stream, we have not entered this trade yet. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join a free signal room, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Hit that first link, and you'll be able to check that out for yourselves. So I'm still holding gold. I don't know if I posted the updated position on my Instagram. I'll double check that after the stream, but make sure to follow my Instagram and TikTok, y'all. Y'all should see it on the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram is playmaker_way. TikTok's playmaker way. Post daily on both pages. I just posted something on both TikTok and Instagram a couple hours ago, actually, so make sure to check that out. Yeah, but we got a minute and a half to London, and then we're going to get started. My bad, y'all. I'm responding to a text. All right, cool. Which pair? We're on GJ right here. And what time is news for today? And eat. If you're talking about Eastern Standard, all my stuff's on EST. So if you hit the free first link and join the free Telegram, you'll notice that literally everything I have is based on EST. So okay. You're gonna have to scroll up to yesterday because I didn't post the thing. So you see right here it says 3 a.m. EST. So everything, all times, whether you're in advanced play signal room, the course channel, or the free Telegram, you see me on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram. Just assume the time frame, the time I'm talking about EST. So as far as news for EST today, 8:30 a.m. we got USD. We got CPI. I mean, we got PPI or unemployment claims at 8:30. That's pretty much it for the day. And you can check this out for yourself as well. This website is called Forex Factory. I can drop this in the chat actually. Let me see. Yeah, it's called Forex Factory though. And again, I don't watch the news. I don't really care. I don't care about the reports. You'll never see me click this stuff and read about, oh, well, it says the projection is supposed to, the dollar's supposed to. I don't care about none of that stuff. All I care about is what time the news event is going to pop off. So I'm not blindsided by the volume that can or cannot happen and occur during the news event. Because if we look at yesterday's news event, literally as soon as news started, gold pumped in our favor. A few other pairs pumped in the directions they're pumping. And we saw that actually happen earlier this week as well with the GBP news at, it wasn't the one at 11. No. It was the New Zealand news at 10. Because me and the members were in a trade. And as soon as the New Zealand news started, it pumped in our direction as well. So again, a lot of people are scared of the news. But again, if I didn't understand what was going on, and I just know news days, there's a lot of volume and spikes, and you have the higher risk and potential of blowing your account or losing money, I'd freak out and avoid it too. But if you just take the time to learn and understand what's going on during the news, you can use that to your advantage, like me and the members do. And also, we call plays in the free channels that pump in our favor during the news. And it's very simple. You can do the same thing, of course, practice and back test and use a demo account, but it's literally simple and easy. I'm actually going to link a video in a second. London session did just start though, so we're just about to go through all these pairs. So we're looking at EA cells, and then we're looking at GJ cells, and then possibly going to add another position on gold and possibly NAS and SPX buys. So I need this to retrace a little bit more because again, the level I have right here is all the way up here, and price is like literally 20 pips from the entry. So I wanted to retrace a little bit, at least to around 63.30, 63.25. If it doesn't do it, I'm just going to charge it to the game. Why? Because we're already up this week. And again, if price does retrace here, I'm going to be in more drawdown. The risk to reward is going to be worse and all that stuff. And again, if you do that once, you're going to do it twice, you're going to do it thrice. And then it's just going to become a bad habit. And that's why a lot of people struggle in trading and life in general, is because there's a lot of bad habits that you just keep on repeating over and over again. All right. So we're just going to wait for the retracement. If it doesn't retrace, it is what it is. Because we had the same thing happen yesterday on live. We missed the entry on GA, but it didn't matter. Why? Because we jumped in EN, and then me and the members were up on gold, and then whatever other trade we took yesterday, because we took a few trades yesterday. But looking at GJ, I am still anticipating a retracement, because just looking at the daily time frame, prices did a huge drop since it's rejected that resistance level. So I would not be surprised if price wants to retrace to around 180.90, 180.85, or even as high as 180.190. But either way, I'm still going to look for sells even if price does push up. I'm not going to ride the buys up. I'm just going to strictly look for sells. Let price retrace and do its thing. Then we're going to go from there. Whoops. Yeah, gold's still pushing. We want to see if we can break that level. I wouldn't be surprised if price does a retracement either before or during the news and then a pump up. But I am still considering buys. I'm not going to really consider sells unless price breaks back below like 1932, 1930. So our price can stay above those levels. Still going to be looking for buys. Still going to be looking for buys. But let me go ahead and drop that link for that video really quick. All right, so on my YouTube channel, it's called How to Trade News. So I'm going to drop part 1 and then I'm going to drop part 2. All right, here's part 1. All right, it's in depth and detail, step by step. And literally, I explain and break down everything I do every day going about news and how I go about trading news days and news events. It's very simple, y'all. Give me 1 second. Those just joined the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. We're just chilling, waiting for setups. And then, of course, those that's watching the recorded later on, you already know I'm put it on the screen for you so y'all can know what video to look up. All right, so the first part is me breaking down exactly how I go about and approach news events and news days. And then part 2 is me breaking down 2 trades. I believe one was a members only trade and another one was a free trade. But there were 2 trades that I did call and break down on live, and they were huge. I think one of them was like a 1 to 9 risk reward. Another one was like a 1 to 6, 1 to 8. But it was a ridiculous trade. This was from earlier this year as well. And I'm going to drop that in the chat in a second. US30 has actually been moving. So let's look at US30 too. Let's not ignore US30. Yeah, so you can see it's just been taking a nap right here. Yeah, so we're going to let them do their thing for now. We're going to let them do their thing. So we're going to be watching gold, we're going to be watching GJ, and then we're going to be watching EA. That's going to be the game plan for right now. Still holding this position. I'm pretty sure some members are still holding with me as well. But this was a members trade that we called on Tuesday. We hit like TP1 or TP2. As you can see, we entered this on Tuesday. We entered this here. We hit like 1 TP, and then we was in drawdown, literally ranging here until Wednesday, which was yesterday. A little bit of moves, and then it retraced right back down to our level. And then this was the news candlestick. We went live for this, and that thing pumped it up. Also, new members, make sure to watch the recorded live from yesterday. All right, make sure to check that out. All right, because all lives are recorded. So if you missed it, aren't able to attend it live, y'all can check it out later. So make sure to watch that live. Yeah, so we're watching gold. Yeah, EA ended up dumping. It is what it is. So yeah, we're watching gold and we're watching GJ right now. Watching gold and watching GJ right now. Looking at some other pairs as well, but these are the only ones that are closest to our key levels and to reaching the meteor confirmations. So that's why we're just going to keep it on these pairs right here. But of course, like always, you guys got any questions or want me to look up any pairs and do a quick analysis or give my opinion, just drop it in the chat and you know I got y'all. But let me drop part 2 right now. All right, bam, just drop part 2. So make sure to watch them in order, all right? So here's part 1, and then what's part 2? Yeah, so we're waiting to see if gold can break this level. Not just break this level, but after retest, hold it as well. So that's what we're looking for right now. Why are we waiting for it to break and hold this level? Because again, if we look to the left, it's going to explain what's happening in the present and what could potentially happen in the future, right? Before we even do that, let's just look here, right? So we see here that price was treating this as a support level. We even see when price did this huge dump. This was a sell me and the members caught, by the way. It might have been a free play too, but I know me and the members have definitely been eating on these gold sells. But you can see even when it did this huge drop, it still reacted and respected this level as a support, and then did the same thing here. Then when it finally broke underneath, it treated it as a resistance because a strong support can get turned to a strong resistance, and vice versa. A strong resistance can get turned to a strong support. But we're going to get to that in just a second. So if we see multiple times price treat this level as a support, and we see price finally broke that level and is coming for a retracement, what do you think price is going to do? Probably treat it as a resistance, or if it breaks above, treat it as support, which is why we wait for the confirmations. What are the confirmations? Waiting to see how price is going to react to these levels, which is what we're doing right now. Right? So let's go back to this level where we're currently at. And I see what you said about UJ. I got you. So let's look where price is currently at. We see price is currently right here, and we see it's stuck. We see it's kind of stuck and struggling to break this wall. Why? We look to the left. We can see that this is a super strong support resistance level, which is also why I have this marked off and identified. We see literally time after time after time, price treat this level as resistance. If you don't understand how support resistance works, I got plenty of videos on my YouTube channel as well. So if this is your first time on the live, welcome. Appreciate you giving the channel a chance. Go ahead and hit that sub and bell button because we don't just live trade and live stream every day, London session 3 EST, but we also got countless videos from trade breakdowns, trading psychology videos, trading tip videos, trading plan videos. We got videos on risk to reward, trading view, all types of stuff. Make sure to check that out. But let's go back to GJ and see what's going on there. Yeah, it looks like it's getting ready for the retracement. So like I said, we're still looking for sells. So price doesn't want to break below this level. We're just going to look for a sell at the next level, which is be right here. We're going to see either a repeat here. But either way, we're still looking for sells regardless. So we're just going to move this over, and we're just going to have our two trade ideas right here. We're going to let that do its thing. So you're saying you want me to look at USDJPY. So I haven't marked these levels off, so I'm going to see what it looks like. And if I need to mark some levels off, I'll do that really quick. But these levels look pretty accurate still. So you kind of see a repeat or exact replication of what happened with GJ. Was nice and bullish. Then we see it failed to make a new high, except this one was a lot cleaner. This one made a nice little wall at the top. This would have been an obvious sell. We would have caught a huge move here. So we go to GJ really quick. We can see the similarities and differences. So GJ kind of same thing, bullish, and then it failed to make a new high, but instead of a nice little wall and an easy, obvious drop to the downside that UJ showed us, GJ was not as obvious, but still pretty obvious at the same time. Obviously, this one was a lot clearer and obvious. So based off of this, what do you think you should look for? Based off of just the daily time frame and seeing price dump like this, what do you think you should look for? I'm gonna answer a question, but I still like to make y'all think, because again, if I just spoon feed y'all, just give y'all the answers all the time, you're not gonna really understand. So what do you think? What do you think? What do you think the trend is? What do you think we're looking at right here? If you don't know how to identify the trend, go on my channel. I might link it later, but I got a video literally titled How to Identify the Trend. Make sure to check that out. But because price dropped like this and broke the structure to the left, we're no longer bullish. We're going to be looking for sells. So also looking at how price dumped, we can expect some retracements. So I could look for possible sells around 138.80 or even around 139.70, 139.75. Wouldn't even consider buys even if price does retrace, because again, the way price is looking, I wouldn't even consider buys unless price breaks and holds above 140.75. So anything below that, I'm looking at sells. Yeah, looks like GJ trying to retrace. So we're just gonna put gold back on the screen. All right, cool. So let me pull up this gold signal. Yeah, exactly. Sell downtrend. Exactly. So now that you know we're in a downtrend, you just have to figure out where's the best place to enter. All right. And I went over that yesterday in yesterday's live with the members. So members, make sure to watch yesterday's live. And it's shorter than the other ones too. So no excuses on that one. Make sure to check out that live. So let me go into advanced play signal really quick. All right, cool. All right, so when I pull this up, do not enter any of these trades. These are old trades. All right, I don't need nobody hitting my DM upset trying to cuss me out because they entered a trade on their own free will, thinking it was a signal or something. All right, so these are all trades that have been played out already. So we're in advanced play signal. So this is the gold trade I was talking about. We entered this on Tuesday. You see July 11th. I'm actually going to make a video about this. I got to finish editing it. But you see we entered this on July 11th. This was the position, the entry, the SL, the TPs. And then you see right here, you see literally no TPs got hit. Well, TP3 got hit. And that was literally it. Right? Then we see this EJ sell. We hit TPs there. We went over that earlier. Then you see this, the link to the live. And then you're going to see the live was posted here. This was one of the shorter lives. But as you can see here, we entered this yesterday. It didn't fully go into the final TP until the news event yesterday, right? So that's why you always want to hold to SR TP gets hit. And when you watch that video, I just dropped in the chat how to trade news or trade news a days or whatever I titled it. It goes over exactly how you can do that. You just got to know what you're looking at and how to read the charts and the candlesticks. You only got to learn it once, all right? And it's very simple. You don't need, as you see here, I'm never going to pull up no indicators, never no trend lines. I just identify key price levels, a support resistance, learn how to identify the trend, and then just execute. It's just like that. Yeah, but we're just chilling right now. Again, we missed a couple entries. One was because it started right before London. I usually don't pull any trades out before the London candlestick, unless it's like during Tokyo session. But I decided not to trade during Tokyo session last night. So we're going to be waiting for some retracements right now. GJ looks like it's trying to retrace. We're looking for possible buys on gold and the indices, but they got some work to do. And then we're waiting for some retracements on the AUD pairs. The New Zealand pairs we're still going to pay attention to, but it is a bank holiday. So don't be too shocked or surprised if we don't enter any sells or buys on the New Zealand pairs. All right, cool. My bad, y'all. I'm writing some trade ideas up. Because again, it might be a little bit before we enter anything, but I still like to have them ready. That way I'm going to try to do that while the move's in play or in effect. The GJ is kind of ranging right now. Like I said, looking for a retracement. Actually, we can pull that up if I'm still in the advanced play signal. All right, let me pull that up really quick. All right, so last night I was like watching the charts, but chilling right now, expecting retracements, and I let them know I'm still holding gold. So I'm in gold right now. That's literally it. We're 9-0 for the week so far. 9-0 for the month so far. Last month we went 55-4. Let's go ahead and pull that up. So we hit that first link. We're going to scroll up and pull that up. So we just went over how we did this week so far. You hit that first link, you're going to see how we did. You're going to see some student testimonials. We got a lot of people that flip accounts. I got to post some more student results too, but literally we had some some crazy account flips. Make sure to click those photos and check it out. But as far as last week, this is how we did last week. Went 6-1 with 86% win rate. Caught a total of 5,257 pips. Monday, we caught 4,030 pips. Tuesday, we caught 130 pips. Wednesday, we caught 27 pips. Thursday, we caught 45 pips. Friday, we caught 1,025 pips. So out of the 5,257 pips, 4,197 was strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. So you click right here. It's going to take you to Monday, where we started off the week and the month with a huge GN sell that ended up reaching 130 plus pips. So you can go ahead and check that out. But if you scroll a little bit further, you're going to see how we did last month. So last month we went 55-4, only lost 4 trades last month. So that's like about a 1 a week on average. With a 93% win rate, caught a total of 151,295 pips, 136,267 of those pips were strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. Same thing, you click here, it's going to take you to the beginning of the month. All wins, all losses are posted here. We're very transparent here. But as you can see, we started. That's a typo. Wait, no, that's not a typo. I forgot. June started in the middle of a week. But like always, you're going to see trades, TPs getting hit, screenshots of positions, all that good stuff. So make sure to check that out. I got to tally up how we did for the quarter. And I'm going to post that later on. But how we did the month before, how we did January, March, April. This must have been April. We went 46-5. So we beat the month before's record, not just the win rate, but we won more and then we lost less and we caught more pips at the same time. So make sure to check that out. But yeah, GJ is doing a retracement just like expected. Again, how was I assuming, or why did I think or assume or know GJ was going to do that? Again, it's just looking at market structure, because price does the same stuff. So with trading, you just have to, that's why I stress so much learning how to read the charts, because once you understand how the charts move, then you'll be able to predict effectively where price is most likely going to go next. It's all about probabilities and what's most likely or least likely going to happen or supposed to happen. It's that simple, y'all. So yeah, we're still going to look for sells, though. We're just going to let price retrace and do its thing a little bit. But we're still going to be looking for sells. Let's see what these other pairs are up to. Yeah, so GA's retracing. We might be able to jump in on that. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, so gold's rejecting that level still as well. I'm on my other screen. I'm going to pull them up as well. I'm just scrolling through these really quick. Yeah, so NAS is taking a nap. So as far as USD pairs, we're just going to be looking at gold for right now. I might pull up the, not this week, but I don't know, it depends. I might start looking at the Canadian and USD pairs again as well. I haven't really looked at them since Q1. Might pull them out again. But yeah, so we're just waiting for retracement. So we're either waiting for price to break back below this level, or we're going to wait for price to hit this level and just do a repeat. Because as you can see, we've been just riding the wave down on both GJ and EJ. Here's GJ. When we pull up EJ, we've been calling sells on both GJ and EJ the past few days. Same thing with EJ. Been riding this wave down. And we see EJ's doing the exact same thing, doing a retracement. But retracements are a part of the game, so we're not really tripping. Same thing with GJ, did this huge drop to the downside. So we can see either retracement here and then a lower low get made, or even as far as here and then a lower low get made. But we're still looking for sells. Not going to be looking for buys unless we see this happen. If that doesn't happen, we're still going to be looking for sells. And then we see gold. We saw the last 15-minute candles to go struggling to break this level that we have marked off. And now you see this 15 is rejecting, pushing to the downside. So price could be doing this until the news or until the next hour, because the 4 o'clock hour price does not price volume starts to pick up on a lot of currency pairs. So it could be like this until the 4 o'clock hour or until pre-market New York before the news events pop off. But we're still gonna be on the charts though. Make sure I'm caught up to these comments. All right, cool. So if you haven't checked out my most recent video, make sure to check that out. Let me go ahead and drop a link to make it easier for y'all. But this video goes over what we was just talking about. Once my screen will load, give me a second. All right, it's titled "Simplest Way to Read Simplest How to Read Candlesticks" video. All right, because trading goes down to the 3 different things when you really break it down. Because again, we keep it simple. No need to be making it complicated. It's very simple. You got to understand how to read the charts. And then you got to have your discipline and emotions in check and in order. And then you got to know how to count pips and calculate your lot size and make sure you're not over leveraging. Now, of course, there's levels to each one of those, but that's the gist. That's what it comes down to, knowing how to read the charts, trading strategy. The number 2, having your discipline and emotions, your trading plan in order. Then number 3, the simple math part, which is counting pips, calculating lot size, basically not over leveraging, risk to reward, all that good stuff. What's going on, Fahad? I see you in here. I see you in here, Fahad. Yeah, members, let me know if anyone's still holding gold, whether in the chat or let me know in the group chat, because I'm curious. Because we went over these levels in the live yesterday as well, and it really didn't do a crazy retracement. It did, after it broke the level yesterday, it did this retest and it continued to climb up. So as long, I know some people closed after the push, but anyone held after that, unless you were just happy with the profits, there was no reason really to close yet. Yeah, but right now we're just waiting to see, well, not waiting to see, waiting for price to break this level, and then we're gonna look for another position. So we're chilling right now. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Make sure to hit that like button. GJ is teasing us, so let's go on GJ so y'all see what I see. But GJ is giving us a little tease right now. Some people will say it's building orders, but really it's technically doing that too. But this is just what price does when it's in level, when it's stuck in levels of traffic, which we have right here. Now, I actually went over this in a live in the past. I might make another live or the next future live. I might go over that part. It goes over candlesticks, but this is more in-depth and advanced thing compared to the link I just dropped. That one's kind of like, I don't want to say the basics because it's still important and we still went in depth and did some advanced stuff in there as well. But I mean, it's called Advanced Play Signal Room. So, we're going to be going over some stuff, what I'm saying? Just like last week, we went over the scaling entries and stuff. All right. So members watching, if you have not watched yesterday's live, or if you just joined, I know we had someone join literally right before the live started, and people joined this week and towards the end of last month. So y'all just joined. All right. I'm gonna post this. I'm actually gonna post this right now because I'm gonna forget. So let me post this right now. I'm still gonna say it on this live, but let me type it first. Members that just joined, make sure to explore the channel. Read all pinned messages and join the group chat as well. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, bam. All right, so all new members that just joined, make sure to explore the channel, read all pinned messages, and join the group chat as well. All the members only lives are full of gems and in-depth game. Take advantage and check those out as well. Okay, because like I said, if we go into the advanced play sooner room really quick, obviously some stuff I'm not going to click on because that, some stuff is top secret in this. But anyways, so we got a couple pin messages. The first one was account size key. We got a couple other pin messages as well as the group chat in there. So make sure to read the account size key because again, there are obviously some pairs that you cannot trade depending on your account size. So to make sure you avoid entering a trade that's going to kill your account or that your account can't handle, make sure to read that account size key. We go from like $50 to $3,000. Obviously, anything over $3,000, you can trade whatever you want. So make sure to check that out and also join the group chat. All right. The group chat, read the pin message. Well, it's not a pin message. Watch the pin video in the group chat. The group video is going to go over things you need to do before entering any trade and then also how to calculate your lot size to make sure you're risking the same amount each trade. Because if you're not risking the same amount each trade, that's going to drastically hurt your profits. All right. And we can break that down in just a second. New 15 just started. So we're going to go over gold really quick. I'm looking at GA. GA's still doing what it's doing. So it is what it is. Gold's doing that. Really quick, let's just look at NAS really quick. Yeah, so we're just going to leave them alone right now. So we're just going to keep our eyes on GJ for now. Yeah, so we're waiting for it to break out this level. It's either going to break above or break back below. But we're just chilling right now. So back to what I was saying. The reason why it's so important to make sure you're risking the same amount each trade is, again, like I said, what's the third component of trading? The simple math part. All right, we'll break that down in a second. Let me just make sure I'm not missing any comments. What's going on, Pharaoh? I see you in here. I've been growing my small accounts like crazy. I just been using the profits full reporting. Facts. That's the way to do it. And like I said, you can do that as long as you're securing the profit. Like I said, it comes down to simple math. I know you've been watching the lives and stuff, so because I know you're a member, so I know you understand it. But it comes to simple math. We're gonna break it down in just a second. All right. Orion, you do not need to worry about that. Faha, don't answer that question. I know it's delayed, but don't answer that question. You do not need to worry about that, Orion. No. I already know what you're thinking. No, you do not need to worry about that. I know it's like a 10-second delay, so if you already typed that message, it's all good, but do not answer that, Fahad. Orion, you do not need to worry about that. You're worrying about too many things at once. All right, but let's go back to what I was talking about. Let me make sure. Let me put my other screen up really quick. Those just joined the stream, we have not entered this yet. Go ahead and hit that. This is just a trade idea. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free sitting room, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. But this is just a trade idea. We're looking for sells though, so we're either waiting for price to hit this level, looking for a sell, or we're waiting for price to break down below this level, and then we're going to go for a sell right here. All right, but we have not entered this yet. We went over the game plan for London and possibly New York, but we have not entered any trades yet. I'm still holding a gold trade from me and the members signal yesterday. But besides that, we have not taken any trades. We didn't take any trades last night during Tokyo session. Nothing like that. All right, so back to what I was talking about. So I like to use this scenario a lot, right? So first things first, go into your account trading history. All right, if you see more red than blue, that's a problem. If you are winning more than losing, but you're still negative, that is a problem. If your losses are canceling out multiple wins, that is a problem. All right. And this is there's multiple things you need to do to fix it, but this is one of the things you need to do to fix it. The main thing, which is risking the same amount each trade. Because think about it. If you're risking $20 one trade and $50 another trade, what if you win the $20 trade, but you lose the $50 trade? It doesn't matter what the risk to reward is. And let's say they're both 1 or 2 risk to rewards. You get what I'm saying? So that's why versus if Same thing, you took 2 trades and you're risking $20 on both trades, then you can either break even if you do 1-to-1, so you lose one, win one, or depending on the risk to reward, you can even be positive for the day, even though you're 1-1. Because even depending on the risk to reward, you can be positive for the day, even if you're 1-2. And we're about to break that down right now. All right. So I'm gonna give the scenario out. Okay. So let's say we took 3 trades, and just to keep it simple, we're risking, let's just keep it the same number, $20 per trade. Right. So let's say we're risking $20 per trade. Now, members, you hear me say, especially members that have been a member for a while, you've heard this 1,000 times. But for those, this might be your first time, check it out. So let's say you took 3 trades, and let's say because again, before you enter any trade, you should know what you're trying to risk. And what you're trying to risk should be what you're risking every single trade. So if that's not what you're doing, you need to pull out your notebook and scratch your trading plan and redo it. Because if your game plan isn't what you're risking per trade, and it's not the same amount per trade, or depending on how much you like this trade versus how much you like this setup, you're risking more or less. Especially if you're taking multiple trades per day. Now, if you're taking 1 trade a day, that's a little bit different. But if you're taking multiple trades per day, then I don't recommend doing that. All right. So let's say you took 3 trades and you're risking $20 per trade. So first scenario, let's say you lost 2 trades, you won 1 trade. So you lost 2 trades. We're risking $20 per trade. So 2 times 20, you're down $40. So let's say you won 1 trade, right? Now, let's say the 1 trade you won was a 1-to-2 risk reward, which is pretty standard, right? This trade right here, if we be fair, this was a 1-to-3 risk reward. So pretty standard, right? If we look at the trades we took yesterday or earlier this week, well, we took that GJ trade earlier this week, so that counts. But EJ also, this setup, 1-to-3 risk reward, this setup, 1-to-3 risk reward, this setup, 1-to-2. So 1-to-2 is pretty standard, right? Most of the trades we take are 1-to-2 or 1-to-3 risk rewards, assuming it does the full move, right? So EJ is breaking this level. So we're going to be watching EJ and GJ. So we're going to keep EJ on the screen for now. But back to what we're talking about still. We're not getting sidetracked. So let's say the 1 trade you won, because again, we lost 2, we won 1 trade. We're down $40. So let's say the 1 trade you won was a 1-to-2 risk reward. So that means you made 2 times what you were risking. So again, same thing, 2 times 20 is $40. So even though you lost 2 trades and you only won 1 trade, which will give you a negative win rate for the day, you're still break even. Now, same scenario, except let's say the trade that you won was a 1-to-3 risk reward. So that means 2 times 3, $60. So even though you lost 2 trades, only won 1 trade, because you risked the same amount each trade and you had a good risk reward setup, you're still up for the day, even though you're negative when it comes to win rate. Now imagine if you win more trades than you lose, but you still risk the same amount each trade, and you still have 1-to-2 to 1-to-3 risk reward setups. Then imagine what your accounts are going to be looking like, right? And if you hit that first link, you can see that we do that all the time. We average high 80, high 90% win rates weekly, monthly, and quarterly. Last week, 86% win rate. Last month we had a 93% win rate. As far as the weeks, actually, let's do this. So I just scrolled to the week right here. So we're gonna go past this. All right, cool. So the week before that, we went 14-0. The week before that, we went 11-2, 85% win rate. The week before that, we went 14-0, 100% win rate. So that's how we did last month. The week before that, 92% win rate, 12-1. And that's how we did June. And then the month before that, 46-5, 90% win rate for the month. Right? So if you have a high win rate and then you have a good risk reward setups and you're consistently risking the same amount each trade, there's no reason why your account shouldn't grow. All right. So if you don't have a trading plan down, if you don't have a trading plan at all, you're just going on the charts. Your goal is to make money, but you don't have a set plan on how to do it, sit down and do that. Just sit down and do that. So this is a members trade, so I'm actually going to leave this alone. We're going to go back to GJ. I'm still going to watch this, but we're going to see what GJ is looking like. So we're just going to do a switcheroo. Put this back here just in case. We're not going to delete that yet. We got a new 5-minute about to start. But let me know if that made sense to y'all. Let me know if that made sense to y'all. Yeah, we're just chilling right now, though. We're just chilling right now. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, y'all. Y'all should see it on the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram is playmaker_way. TikTok's playmaker_way. I post daily on both pages. I just posted a video last night. Make sure to check that out. Also, make sure to explore the channel and the pages and hit that follow. We're almost at 1,000 followers on TikTok. Once we hit 1K followers, we're going to be able to go live on there as well. So make sure to help your boy out and hit that follow button. Let me catch up to these comments. I appreciate that, Fahad. And yeah, Orion, you know why I said that too. So I don't even need to explain. You know why. You know what I'm saying? You know, we be messaging behind the scenes. So you already know why I said to do that. You're doing what I used to do and a lot of people do. You're trying to put too much on your plate at once. You're trying to learn too many things at once. But some of the stuff you're trying to learn, it's not going to be as helpful as you think or as helpful as it might be to Fahad or other people because you still don't have a full grasp or understanding of the basics first. That's why I was saying don't even worry about that because you're trying to worry about advanced stuff before you even got the basics down, right? That's like trying to learn how to dunk or, you know, trying to learn how to lay up, but you don't even know how to, you know, dribble first. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta know how to dribble first. That's like trying to, you know, shoot a 3-pointer without, you know, you gotta practice first. You got the steps to it. What's going on, MD Gaming? I see you in here. This is a good question right here. Which funded should I make? Which funded should I get to make 1,800 to 2,000 bi-weekly? So again, this goes to the third part of trading that I was talking about, simple math. So let me pull up the calculator really quick. Handy dandy calculator. Give me 1 second. I'll try to do it on the computer so y'all can see it on stream. Usually I'll just pull up my phone, but trying to do something different on live. All right, so it's a good question. So again, it just comes down to simple math, right? So most funded prop firm accounts, I recommend risking 1 to 2% of your account per trade. You can't go past 5% on a day, 8%, 10% max. So understanding all of this, you just gotta understand what you're okay with risking per trade. So again, I wouldn't recommend risking more than 2% per trade. So let's just keep this simple. Let's just say you're risking 1% per trade. So what is your prop firm account? So let's just say you have a 50K account. So what is 1% of 50K? That's $500. So you're trying to make 1,800 to 2,000 bi-weekly. So you have a 50K account and you're risking 1% per trade, which is $500. And we just went over risk to reward. So let's say you consistently do 1 to 2 risk to rewards. So you take 1 trade a day, risking 1%, and you get 1 to 2 risk to reward setups minimum. You can literally make that weekly, not even bi-weekly. And that's on a 50K account. And that's risking 1%. Now, if you want to do bi-weekly, just risk 0.5%, which will be 250, and you can do that bi-weekly, right? That's simple. Now, let's say you had a 10K account. 1% of 50K, 250. 250 is 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 And 1% of 10K is $100. So 100 times 5, that's $500. So if you risk $100 per trade and you just take one trade per day, and you average a 1 to 2, 1 to 3 risk reward, you can make 200 to 300 per day, and that's just one trade. If you take multiple trades, same thing, just do the math, right? And that's including you take a sum of your own trades, and you take some in the free channel, or if you're a member, you mix and match the free plays and advanced play signal room plays, and then it's that simple. But you just have to focus on the setups, meeting your rules, following your rules, and then just calculating your lot size. That's why calculating your lot size is so important, because you won't be able to do that effectively if you don't know how to calculate your lot size. So realistically, you don't need a big account. You just 10K to 50K minimum. 50K is the easiest, but you said bi-weekly, so you can make that weekly on the 50K account. So again, it's just up to you. It's just risk tolerance. It's not that I prefer. It's not that I prefer it. I trade all sessions. I mean, this is London session right now, so I don't know where you got the preference from. I don't really prefer a session. I trade all sessions. Each session has their pros and cons. Each session has their own pairs that move the best, that have the most volume, have the least volume. But yeah, I don't have a favorite session. I trade all sessions. But you brought up an interesting point. Tokyo session, though, if you know what you're doing and you're following the trend direction of price on a big enough time frame, you can literally hold your trades from Tokyo into London session into New York. Me and the members do that all the time. So that's one thing I do like over Tokyo session over New York, because New York you can't really do that. But yeah, I trade all sessions. I don't discriminate over here. They all got their pros and cons. Yeah, I got a 50K and a 100K account. It's much easier to trade on the 50K than a 6-figure. Yeah, and like I said, you don't need them big accounts. Those numbers are going to move quicker, and that's how people get messed up, because it's all a mental game. Now, if you can handle that, great. If you can't handle that stuff, you can't. But that's why I always tell y'all, especially the members, to not even be looking at your MT4, MT5 while you're in the trade, to continue to look at a chart while you're in a trade, because you enter the trade based off the chart. So it's just crazy to me how people will enter a trade knowing you're going to be in drawdown as soon as you enter a trade, and then just stare at your screen flicker blue and red, and then when you're in drawdown, you almost shit yourself. Right? Then you start adding positions, you start closing early, you start hedging, all types of stuff. Right? And that's the main reason why I use TradingView over the MT4 on the computer version of MT4 for my trading psychology. I mean, nowadays I don't care as much, but when I first was doing this and first starting, this is one of the things that's helped me. It's kind of like the out of sight, out of mind thing. But yeah, so trading NAS100 on 50K using no. I don't know if you just jumped in, but like at least 10 minutes ago, I just went over how you have to calculate your lot size, and you're not going to be risking the same amount each trade, and especially a 0.1. All right, this is what you need to do. All right, this is what you need to do, and this is for anyone else having similar questions. You need to watch this video right here, because you're going to mess yourself up. Because you put a 0.10 on a funded account, you're going to be in for a surprise when you realize that's not anything. How you count indices, pip-wise and point-wise on funded accounts, is different from personal live accounts. I can't say for all, but I've tried 3 or 4 different prop firms, and they were all the same. But let me find this video. Once my thing wants to load, I think I got too many tabs open. It's a good question, though. Good question. I'm glad you asked it. But you need to watch this video, how to count pips, because I break down how to count pips on both prop firm accounts and personal regular brokers. All right, so make sure to check that video out. But let's go back to GJ. Let's not get sidetracked. We're still gonna watch gold, but let's go back to GJ. Oh, GJ's still playing around, still teasing us. So we're gonna leave it alone for right now. We're gonna leave it alone for right now. So we're gonna go back on gold. All right, so let me go back to exactly, yes. 1 to 2%. Again, that's why I'm trying to deprogram y'all. Because I was like this too, but that's what I'm saying. A lot of these traders in this space, they're not real traders. All right. They got y'all thinking lot sizes. I remember I was in this group and they would call a trade and they were like, all right, this is the trade. Your stop loss, they would call a signal, right? They were like, your stop loss, make it 1,000 pips from your entry. So everybody had a different stop loss that was in the group. Or they'll do, I saw another group or multiple groups be doing this, or let me not say groups, traders be doing this too. They'll be like, just a certain lot size, or they'll be like, I'm just going to risk this percent, right? And as soon as I reach that negative percentage, I'm closing my trade. But it's like, no, you need to have a stop loss. That's not no stop loss. Literally, that's you stopping your loss, but that's not having a stop loss in place, right? Same thing with what you just said. You're talking about, so I just put this. No, it's every trade is going to have a different stop loss. So each different stop loss is going to be different pips in the stop loss. Again, like I just went over before, if you take two different trades, you're risking 20 bucks on one trade, risking 50 bucks on another. You see the inconsistencies. 20 bucks to 50 bucks. How does that become where's that difference come from? Let's break it down into pips. If you have a signal, if you have a trade that you're in that has a 50 pip stop loss, you put a 0.10 in. And you have another trade that got a 75%, a 75 pip stop loss, you put a 0.10 in, and they both hit stop loss. You're not going to lose the same amount each trade, right? So think of everything in percentages. No, I do not do indicators. No. I actually make a disgusted face when I see indicators. I'm joking. I don't do that unless they're like super cringe and stacked up and stuff. But no, I don't use indicators. What you see on my screen is what I use. I just read the charts, mark off key price levels, and that's it. Only indicator I use is the charts because that's all you need. The charts are going to tell you what's going on at all times. You just got to take the time to learn what you're looking at, understand what you're looking at. Nope. I teach all my members and students how to read the charts with no indicators. Good question, though. A lot of good questions this stream. A lot of good questions. All right, y'all. So, yeah, as you can see, like nothing really too crazy has been happening on these charts. There were a couple moves, but they started before I entered trades. Nothing we can do about that. Still holding gold, though. Waiting to see if we can break this. The resistance level turns to support. We have news later on today at 8:30 a.m. EST for the USD news. USD pairs, excuse me. And then we have New Zealand news, New Zealand bank holiday all day today. Then tomorrow we have a French holiday, Euro holiday tomorrow. Then at 10 a.m. we got USD news, and that's pretty much it. All right, members, you already know in a couple of hours, I'm going to drop that New York price watch list for y'all. Let me see. All right, cool. Y'all interested in learning how to identify these levels and mark up the charts just like this? Go ahead and hit the links in the description. Join the Advanced Play Signal Room or one-on-one sessions. With one-on-one sessions, you get access to the Advanced Play Signal Room as well as the student member group chat. And it includes, of course, 2 sessions with me weekly that are an hour long. Each and every session is recorded and sent to you same day. They're yours to keep. Huge advantage, huge investment. Literally yours to keep. And then, of course, what comes with Advanced Play Signal Room is we trade Tokyo session. We have exclusive New York live streams during news events. I send a New York price watch list out every day. which goes over the trades we took during Tokyo session, which is strictly with the members, then trades taken during London session, and then possible steps going into New York. I can actually pull that up really quick. Let me pull that up. All right, so we're in the, again, these are all null and void. Do not take any of these trades. That's why I'm just going to scroll to a random day. But you see TP's getting hit. You see we eating, all that good stuff. So this is what a New York price watch list looks like. Literally, like it says, looking at trades we're currently in and possible setups going into New York. Whoops, I'm not trying to delete anything. So as you can see, I literally break down where we're looking for buys and sells on all the pairs that I like to trade and pairs people might have questions on. And then not only do I say we're looking for buys or sells, I go over specific price points, as you can see, and price levels. Then I explain why we're looking for buys or why we're looking for sells. And then I go over exit and entry points. Then the trades we're in, I walk y'all through the trades, hit the bottom of the zone. Members know what the zones mean, but I walk out through the trades, let y'all know where we can see possible retracements or what's a good idea or when it is a good idea to exit the position. Then same thing, lives. They're recorded and posted same day if you can't attend the lives. And then my favorite thing is you hit media. There's literally over 300 videos of just New York price watch list, New York live streams, Tokyo streams, literally over a year's worth of content to take advantage of and check out. And then, of course, the pinned messages. And then, of course, there's the student and member group chat and more. There's a bunch of stuff. You guys got questions on that, you can DM me on Instagram. Or you have questions in general, you can DM me on Instagram. I respond to all messages. I'm glad I did not end the stream because no, what you're doing. Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. No, it's not a good idea. What you need to do is get a demo account and practice on a demo account. But not just practice on a demo account. What you need to do is make a 10K, 50K demo account, right? But enter positions and lot sizes based on the account that you are going to be planning on opening up in the future. All right. Because a lot of people don't like demo accounts for certain reasons, but literally it's the same thing as a live account. All you do is just go to the gear button, which is settings, and switch from the demo to the live account. It's the same exact thing. So whatever you do on the demo, you're going to bring over to your live account. So if you just do stupid stuff and do random lot sizes on your demo, guess what? You're going to do the same exact thing on your live account. So make a demo account, practice on the demo account. All right. Because you just said it's your first time. Let me ask you this. I'm going to ask you the same exact question, but this is what you're asking me basically. Is it safe to spend $100 to $1,000 to take a prop firm test that has 2 phases that I have to pass, where if I fail any of the phases or any of the rules or get violated, there's no second chance and I just lose that money? And you have no experience trading. So let me know if you're okay with doing that. All right. And I'm not being hard on you. I'm just a blunt person, and yeah, I'm trying to help you out. That was a good question. I'm glad in the live probably helped you and some other people out with that. How do you translate a percentage into a lot size? If you have a 25K account and you use 1%, that's 250. How do you know what lot size to make? 250. Yes, so that video I just linked, how to count pips, will teach you how to count pips. And then after you know how to count pips, you're going to just have to literally sit down and calculate the lot size and figure it out. Now, that's what I did. Now, if you want to have the advantage the members have, I literally have that in the group chat, a video explaining exactly how to do it step by step. But you can do it on your own as well. It just takes a little bit of work and a lot of numbers and calculating. But that's what you have to do. You just have to put that work in. You know, this stuff's not easy. It becomes easy, right? Stuff's not simple. It becomes simple. But you just got to put in a little bit of work. But once you put that work in, then you're set, because, you know, depending on your strategy, your stop losses shouldn't go too far from each other, depending on if you're looking at currency pairs, metals, indices, then it will change. But that's all you got to do. You just got to know how to count the pips and then go from there. Let me see what else we got on here. No, demo does not take away emotions of psychic. You take away the emotions of psychic. You enter a demo account and you believe, because it's not real money, you don't have to be serious while trading, and you don't feel that stress and pressure that you would feel on a live account. The demo account's not doing that. You're doing that. Because like I just said, the demo account is literally the exact same as the live account. Only difference is it's not real money. So because you believe that, well, not because you believe, but because it's not a live account and it's not real money, you believe all these things you just said. And because of that, you're going to go into the demo account acting that way. But if you rewind to what I said treat it like you would treat the live account. I said make it a 10 to 50K account, but enter positions that you would enter as if you had your live account, which means you should have a plan set before you even put money into a trading account on how much you're going to put into the account and how much you're trying to make per day, how much you're trying to risk per trade, how many trades you're trying to take per day, how many trades you're trying to take per week. What is your weekly goal? What is your monthly goal? What is your quarterly goal? If you don't have all this stuff in place, then of course what you said is true, but it's not true. It's all about mindset. And again, the whole thing about the demo account is to understand and master the strategy. You're talking about all the emotions and stuff. You don't need those emotions in play anyways, because again, while I'm in a trade, I'm not emotional at all. Why am I not emotional? Because at all times, I understand what is going on the charts, whether I'm in drawdown or not. Then, most importantly, I know what I'm risking. I'm okay with my risking. I'm not over leveraging. I mean, like after doing practice on demo and getting ready to switch over to live, I'm telling you, it's the same thing. It's all about your mindset. So if you go in thinking that, which most people do, then of course you're going to have that issue. What's going on, Ryan? I see you in here. All right, y'all. I'm glad I didn't end that live at that time. But if you guys got any other questions, you can DM me on Instagram. We're going to be back at it tomorrow, same time. London session, 3 a. Okay, cool. 3 a.m. EST.